Welcome right here, right now. Staying open or cultivating openness when it seems a good idea to shut down. I can feel some tension in my shoulders and neck. And I'd like to invite you to take a moment to listen to your body sensations and emotions or observe your thinking right here, right now, in this moment. Kind of in a way to measure how much you feel open to observe and feel, make space to what you feel right here, right now. I know for me it is physically painful, and I'm tempted to kind of close down and do things that prevent me from feeling. I would be tempted to numb myself, to run away from doing this video, pretending I'm too tired. Um, Choosing to make more space to what I feel right here, right now. I'm wondering if I can do something to feel more comfortable physically. And I'd like to ask you as well if there's anything you think you could do, adjust to feel more comfortable physically. I invite you to do it. Um, to allow it. I just covered my legs with a blanket, adjusted my pillow behind my back, my cushion, and now I'm making space for physical sensations. A lot of tension in my neck and shoulders. I could use a massage. I know some people who do reflexology, and so I could receive some treatment for my feet. It would be nice to take actions towards that in the next 24 hours. Yeah, I like that. I am going to do that. So I want to invite two things. I see two options that I'd like to offer to share with you. One is to explore what is it we enjoy right here, right now. Just looking out around ourselves and just noticing. There's a plant that I can see in front of me that I really enjoy seeing. There's my dog that is sleeping on my left. I really enjoyed having her here. I have my phone in my hand, and the fact that I'm making this video and I'm enjoying giving space to my own rhythm, my own voice, vibration of my own voice that creates sounds thanks to me thinking and feeling and I'm appreciating me taking my time, going my path. So yes, it was very tempting to, and I did for quite some time, maybe an hour or two. I resisted the idea of doing this video. There was a conflict between myself and I, between different parts of me. There was a part of me for which it was difficult to trust that I would gain from opening up and showing up in this video, doing it. There was a part of me that was, I was thinking that it was going to be unsatisfying, draining, and there's also, no, that's not what I want to say. I don't want to say there's also, there's just, I'm noticing that that's how I experienced it before doing this video, and now I am on this video doing it, and I'm appreciating having decided to do it and that I'm doing it. So I want to voice out loud the question, which is what helps us to chill when we are in pain physically or emotionally or mentally. It's tempted to close down, to shut down any connection with ourselves, with the outside world. We kind of want to just close up. I'm not saying it's bad to do that. I'm saying what is helpful in those moments? What is helpful? What is really helpful? I gave an example earlier, and I don't know if it was in my French video or in this video now in English, but I remember times where I was very tired, offered to engage with someone in a conversation. I chose not to engage, and it happened in my life many times that I felt unsatisfied after having said refused, that after declining this invitation and finding myself being with me. I know that tonight I declined an invitation to stay for tea because I wanted to give space for my tiredness and for the fact that I had an appointment with you doing these videos. I wanted to make sure I was going to do this video and be able to go to bed early enough. So I listened to my tiredness, and I managed and I made decisions according to what I felt I had access to in terms of energy and resources. So in some way, I'm right now, I'm glad with the decision I took. And what I'm saying is that even before I reached that point where I'm glad right now, I had some moments where I didn't trust that I had still enough capacity and resources and energy and aliveness to do those videos and really enjoy them. And so once again, it was tempted to close down, and I looked for how to opening up a bit more, because this is what I'm committed to. This is what I want to honor. This is the practice that I give myself the gift to do. Hi Isabel, nice to see your name appearing. So I can see that this structure, this commitment that this decision to make a video every day for a year, really supports me, encourages me to um, to show up as the human being I am every day, and especially in the days where I'm really tempted to not show up, to not opening up, to not share where I am. So I am where I am, and I identified earlier that part of my resistance, and I consider tiredness as some kind of resistance, and resting being some kind of way to release resistance and just receive the regeneration, the resting. So I realized that some of the resistance I've been facing in the last few days and weeks is that I, I, I felt a little bit guilty because I received some financial support from the community, from people, from you maybe, and from other people like you who listens to or read me. Um, and there's another part of me that knows that even if I received a lot and I'm very grateful for it, it's still not enough to really cover with ease my spendings. And so I've been facing the fact that I'm scared, or I've been avoiding to face my fear, the fear of asking more, saying more about it, um, the fear of not receiving enough, the fear that I asked already so much and I received so much, and now the community is resourceless and cannot give more because the community has been so generous that if I ask more, I would just kind of face refusal, and I will be left lonely and powerless. So I had faced those kind of fears in the last few days or weeks, and that has been very tiring. And so I am clear now that having named what I just named is freeing in some way. It is releasing some kind of resistance, and it is definitely an opening up, to you, to myself. It helps me understanding more what I've been through, and probably surely in the next few days I will be more able to keep going and keep sharing and keep talking about where I am and what I'd like and ask for what I want in a more resourced way. So I thank me for having done this video. Thank you for being here and listening live or in replay. And still present with this question, which is what helps us to release resistance? What helps us to stay open, to receive what we want, what's desired in our lives, even when it's tempted to shut down and to think that we cannot receive anymore for whatever reasons. And so it should be, it's better to shut up, to shut down and to close down and to lock everything up, lock down. So this question, I don't have the answer. I'm just asking the question: what really helps us in those moments where it's very tempted to stop staying open to receive? What is it that we want to receive, or what is it that is even already given to us, but for some reasons we close down and are not able to take in anything, or because we're afraid we should take everything, we don't give ourselves permission to take the little bit, the little piece, the little tiny bit that we may be able to savor if we were giving it the time. I don't want to sound like I'm saying we should do, what we shouldn't do. What I'm trying to say is that I want to invite us to be observing what are the real options we have, and what is and also I like the exploring of what it, how how well what is it we choose is working for us, you know, because if it's working for us, great, you know. If I want to say, okay, I'm going to shut down now, I'm going to turn off my phone and say, good night, everyone, good night, world. It's okay. At one point, I will do that. You know, I will turn off the light and go to sleep, and it's going to be perfect. What I'm saying is sometimes we make choices that are not that satisfying, and we can learn from those choices, and that's what I'm inviting. And I'm inviting to see what we can learn from those unsatisfying choices, what it tells us about what we want, and can we be a tiny bit open to learn. Maybe not now, but maybe tomorrow. So I'd like, to plant seeds of learning from our experiences. The things that are easy and working well, the things that are a bit less easy and not so well in terms of working for us. Did I say I want to ask for money? Yes, I think I'm going to finish with that. If you listen to this and you have willingness and capacity to give me money or more money, if you already have given me some, please let me know. I'd love to give you my bank details, or if you already have my bank details, please use them. Tonight there's a training that I'd like to decide whether I register for it or not. And that's a bit scary for me to jump into it without knowing I will have enough resources to finish the month. I'm scared, but I really would love to trust that there will be enough. And that feels good to say that. I would like to cultivate being open to receiving enough to say yes to what I really want to say yes to. And I wish that for all of us. So thank you for being here, listening, contributing, participating to that creation. Even if this video has been made for some ages, when you watch it, the fact that you watch it is a creation as well. You're receiving what I'm creating, and in receiving it with your own unique way of listening and feeling and sensing, you are creating connections in your brain that were not there before. So you are literally creating something physically, and you can and will use who you are in the next few seconds, minutes, days, weeks, and years in your own special and unique way, And it is thanks to who you've become, who you came to be, that you can do what you're about to do now. So anyway, I thank you for being you. I thank me for being me. I love what we're co-creating. And bye for now.